Great teams leave it all on the field. But with the powerful towing and payload that Ford F-150 delivers, you can take it all with you too. No wonder Ford F-Series is America's best-selling truck 44 years straight. The 2021 Ford F-150, built for greatness. Visit your local Ford dealer or buyfordnow.com. Based on 1977 to 2020 calendar year total sales.
Rehearsals for the school play were really coming along.
Bigger smile, Mr. Squirrel?
Until a custodian accidentally threw away the costumes.
Oh, no.
Everyone was rattled. Miss Garrity forgot how to play. And the Queen of the Hedgehogs almost quit.
Find a new queen.
But replacement costumes were shipped with FedEx. And with added peace of mind from picture proof of delivery, everyone could focus on the perfect opening night. FedEx, where now meets next. For residential delivery only.
At Mountain Dew, we'd like to remind you that the world as we know it would not exist without the number 0. Which is why, at Mountain Dew, we'd like to recognize the number 0 for making Mountain Dew Zero Sugar possible. Even with no sugar, it packs all of the bold citrus kick Dew Nation knows and loves. It's so good, you have no reason not to try it. As in 0. Get it? Crack open an ice-cold Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. It's zero sugar, all dew.
Hey, Memphis Grizzlies fans, did you know that at any given time, there are 100 million pieces of litter on the state's roadways? And each year, the Tennessee Department of Transportation spends over $23 million picking up litter off the streets, rivers, lakes, and streams. Everyone can play a role in keeping Tennessee clean and safe. Visit NobodyTrashesTennessee.com to learn how you can get involved in the movement to end littering.
Denver has scored 9 in a row and lead the Grizzlies 11-2 with 8:23 to go in the first quarter. Grizz Nation, don't miss the next home game. It's Tuesday, December 27th at 7. The Grizzlies will battle the Phoenix Suns that night. This game features the new limited edition matchup poster presented by Silvamo. Available on a first-come, first-served basis, fans can score the keepsake at multiple locations around the arena. For those locations, to get your tickets, call 901-888-HOOP or click Grizzlies.com today. Here's Eric.
Thank you, Gary. Time for your Life Care Ambulance Injury Report. Life Care Ambulance, the official ambulance provider for Memphis Grizzlies. Desmond Bain and Danny Green, Kenneth Lofton Jr., Vince Williams Jr. inactive tonight for the Grizz. For the Denver Nuggets, it is Colin Gillespie, the rookie out of Villanova. Jamal Murray, who has been playing this year and is back and playing well. Michael Porter Jr., Peyton Watson, and Jack White. You're on the Jumbotron too, Michael, because you're in Peyton Manning's camera shot.
Oh, that ovation wasn't for me?
No.
Oh, wow.
You do. You are right in there. If you poke your head in, you can. There you go. There you go. Right up in the right corner of the Jumbotron. Even your head fits in that big TV. That's amazing.
That was nice of Denver, man. I appreciate that. Ball Arena. Thank you. Thank you. It's been a minute since I've been on a radio call, man, so I got to go ahead and take the ovations when I can.
If by minute you mean like a month and a half. Yeah, you're right. Morant in between the circles, 8:20 remaining here in the first, a 9-0 Nugget run. Morant left corner for Brooks. He missed a corner three there. Dillon 0 for 3. Back to Morant straight away. He'll fire a 3 over Gordon. Around the rim and out. Rebound off the fingertips of Adams and grabbed by Bruce Brown. Grizzlies shooting woes continue. The only bucket has been Ja Morant's bucket. That was the second shot of the night. Grizzlies have missed 5 straight since then. Gordon spins baseline on Morant. Had his layup attempt blocked by Jackson. Goes up and dunks on Jackson after getting the offensive rebound. The Grizzlies are getting beaten in every facet of the game early on. 13-2, Denver on top.
Yeah, all 3 levels of the game that they're scoring in, at the paint, mid-range, and from three-point range, they can't miss.
Morant right wing with a screen on his right from Adams. Uses it. Comes around it into the lane. Got pushed by Jokic. Floater with the right hand is good. Little shove by Jokic. They let it go, and Morant floated it up and in. He's got all 4 of the Grizzly points. Long way to go. 13-4, though. Nuggets off to a great start, making 6 of their first 11. Number 1 field goal percentage team in the league, over 50% per game. Grizzlies not bad themselves. Caldwell pokes to the baseline. Hangs, kicks it out for Brown. One more to Braun. Braun into the lane, drops it for Gordon, and a traveling violation on Christian Braun.
Yeah, it was the gather. It was the gather dribble.
Yeah,
yes.
Grizzlies not bad from the field themselves, right around 47%. So 2 good shooting teams, and the Grizzlies the ones struggling early, 2 for 8. 7 11 remaining. By the way, the Nuggets defense, they give up 48.8%, so they like to just outscore you this year. Morant with it between the circles, 17 on the shot clock. Around the Adams screen, into the lane. Hanks drops for Adams. He wasn't ready for it. John's got to shoot that. Jokic feeds it out ahead for Brown. Brown goes into the lane, lays it up and in. I mean, John's just got to shoot that. It's just plain and simple. Adams is looking for the rebound. He hit him right in the head with it. Right corner, Morant with it. Comes in the lane, and we get what? Stepped out of bounds. Another turnover. Grizzlies are not in any sort of rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, spacing is off on the Grizzlies side on the offensive end. And then you look on the other end, the Denver Nuggets are spacing the floor perfectly. They're crashing the lanes beautifully. And really, Aaron Gordon is creating so much havoc inside right now. He's commanding so much attention.
Vlatko Čančar will check into the ball game. Out of Slovenia, now in his third NBA season. Bruce Brown from the left wing, working on Brooks, gives left block for Gordon, picked up by Santi Aldama, who's into the game. Gordon backing into the paint, little turnaround, right-hand hook is good. All Nuggets 17-4 to start this one off, 6:24 remaining in the first. Long way to go, though, as Brooks will come from the top around an Adams screen. Gets into the paint, scoops and scores with the left hand. This Grizzly team will keep fighting. They'll keep coming at you, and Brooks gets his first bucket. 6:10 remaining, 17-6, Nuggets by 11. Jokic from the top gives right wing for Gordon. Gordon's had a good start. Gordon with it, he's got 6, gives left wing Caldwell Pope. Open looking at 3, Grizzlies got caught helping, and Caldwell Pope burns him for the triple. 20-6, Nuggets by 14.
And there was no reason for Conchar to pinch that far off of Caldwell Pope. He's a catch and shoot guy.
Brooks to the right corner, Conchar, his 3 to answer off the front of the iron. Rebounded by Brown. Here come the Nuggets with the ball and a 14-point lead. Brown, top of the arc. Around a Jokic screen down the right side of the lane. Going in at Conchar, running bank shot attempt, came up short. Rebound grab by Aldama. Gives for Morant. Quickly into the front court. Goes at the rookie, Christian Braun. Hangs, can't bank it up and in. Looking for the foul to bail him out. Didn't get it. A rebound grab by the Nuggets. Jokic will attack in at Adams. Kick it off for Gordon. Gordon driving to the bucket, and on the pass, he drops it off. We get a whistle and a foul. I don't believe this is going to be free throws.
No, it should be, because he clearly was trying to drop that off, but he's going to the free throw line as if he's taking it.
No, he was going up. That's the right call. Just our angle, the way we got shaded out, we didn't see that he got turned around. It did look
So
like
he wasn't able to get the arm
Yeah,
up.
he wasn't able
Right.
to get his arm
Okay.
up. They held on.
Okay.
Morant, Conchar, Aldama, Adams, and Brooks. Roddy and Jones will check in. Aaron Gordon goes to the free throw line and knocks down the first.
One of the things about Aaron Gordon, Eric, when he was back in Orlando as a lottery pick, they really never understood what his position was going to be. He's redefined his game since he's come to Denver, playing alongside Jokic, as Taylor Jenkins calls a timeout.
Yeah, he's got it. 21-6. It's all Nuggets. They're 9 of 15 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, 1 of 1 from the line. Gordon at 65.5% knocks the first down. He'll have one more when we return. Denver with a big lead, 21-6 on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
Don't put off getting your oil changed, Memphis, the Grizzlies' official partner. Take 5 oil changes faster than you think. There's no appointment needed. There isn't even a waiting room. Yep, you heard that correctly. Take 5 oil changes so fast you don't even have to get out of your car. You can take advantage of Take 5's fast, friendly, and simple service at any of their locations across the Memphis area. And remember, at Take 5, you stay in your car because they're faster than you think. That means you won't even have time to show off your perfect jump shot or your killer crossover. Take 5 to stay in your car 10-minute oil change.
Life Care Ambulance is proud to be an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies and FedEx Forum. At Life Care, we wear our hearts with pride. Our passion is our people. We want you to love what you do and where you do it. Our employee-driven culture encourages a healthy work-life balance and supportive work environment. We invest in your success and well-being so that you can provide the best care for the patients that we serve. Join our incredible team of EMTs and paramedics in Memphis, Nashville, and across the nation today. Learn more at lifecareamb.com.
Grizzlies fans, super exciting news from Cintron Sparkling Energy Drink, the official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies. Cintron has combined all 3 of their delicious flavors into a limited edition 6-pack sampler box. Try Cintron's great-tasting Cranberry Classic and Sugar-Free all in 1 pack. Cintron Sparkling Energy Drinks deliver long-lasting energy, are gluten-free, and have no preservatives, and have less calories and sugars than other energy drinks. Hurry and pre-order your Cintron 6-pack sampler box today at cintronworld.com/Grizzlies.
At Lowe's, every pro is an MVP.
break point. They don't have a second chance bucket either, and they did not shoot a free throw in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a complete annihilation in the first quarter. And this is the second straight, sluggish start the Grizzlies have gotten off to. Oklahoma City was a similar start. That team didn't have the kind of frontline power that the Nuggets have. The Grizzlies have their work cut out for them, but it starts right now in this second quarter.
So a second quarter that we'll see the Grizzlies send out Jaren Jackson Jr., Tyus Jones, Zaire Williams, Brandon Clark, and Dylan Brooks. Santi Aldama picked up 3 fouls. Nuggets counter with Bones Highland, Contavious Caldwell-Pope, Zeke Naji, Jeff Green, and Vlatko Čančar. Brooks on the right wing. Catch and shoot 3 on a feed from Clark. Front iron window and out. Doesn't get the friendly roll. Dylan 1 for 6. Back the other way. Jeff Green soars to the bucket and jams with the right hand. Timeout Taylor Jenkins. He's already seen enough. 11:38 remaining in the first half. Grizzlies down big. It is 37-14, and Jeff Green just absolutely soared to the right side of the rim. Grizzlies slow to get back. We'll take a timeout. They are down big right now by 23 on the Memphis Grizzlies radio network.
As a business owner,
as well. Sarver's tenure with the Suns dates back to 2004 when he led a group to buy the team for a then record $401 million from Jerry Colangelo. As for Matt Ishbia, he's president and CEO of United Wholesale Mortgage. That's based in Michigan, which is also where he went to college. Was a walk-on at Michigan State and was part of the Spartans national championship team in 2000. He's remained close with Hall of Fame coach Tom Izzo over the years, and in the past actually made a $32 million donation to the Spartans basketball program. Sports Center all night, ESPN Radio. Big matchup in the Western Conference in Denver. Nuggets hosting the Grizzlies.
Morant lets it roll across the timeline because he can. He picks it up there, guarded by Bruce Brown. High pick from Adams. Takes a jumper. Blocked by Brown. Loose ball comes down to Casey. Breakaway. No! Denver in transition. Bruce Brown, top of the key over to Jokic. Back behind him over to KCP. Throws it inside the arc. Oh, nutmeg! And it was not 2 hands. Nikola Jokic nutmegged himself to Brown for the dunk. What a play!
Altitude Radio Network, one of 13 assists for Nikola Jokic. Also had 13 rebounds and 13 points. Second straight triple-double. Third in his last 5 games. Nuggets, a 14-point win over the Grizzlies, 105-91. Jokic, 82 career triple-doubles. ESPN analyst Kendrick Perkins.
We talking about Jokic. Look, forget that the man can't jump. He barely could do a calf raise, and he's out here serving people triple-doubles on a night-to-night basis. And he's the most skilled center that has ever touched the damn basketball. It's nothing that he could do. Offensively, you could run pin downs for him. He has a great touch around the basket. He has great handles. He has a three-point shot. And let's not talk about his vision. Ultimate floor general. And when I look at this Denver Nuggets team, right, they're constructed in a great way. Adding Bruce Brown, you have a cutter and and Caldwell Pope along with shooting ability out of him. And they have so many pieces that they surrounded him with that this team should be the favorite of coming out of the Western Conference. We talk about the Clippers. We talk about Golden State, when they're going to get it together. We keep harping and praying and hoping that the Lakers are going to get it together. But the Denver Nuggets just quietly keep winning games and sitting at the top of the Western Conference because they have a superstar in Jokic and great role players.
Jokic, 82 career triple-doubles, third most by a player before he turns 28 years old. The only two in front of him, Oscar Robertson and Magic Johnson. Magic has 84. Jokic right now with 82. Jokic turns 28 on February 19th. Sports Center all night, ESPN Radio in New York. Knicks hosting the Warriors. Golden State has had it rough on the road this season to begin with, and of course now they're playing without the injured Steph Curry.
73, Golden State 63. Brunson bunts on the screen against Moody in the right corner. Crossover. Pitching the baseline, the fadeaway is good. Brunson got a clean look. He's got 18. That leads the Knicks. Gets free. The scoop, no good. Wanted a foul. Knicks break out. Quickly over the court logo. Waits. Thompson recovers onto him. Quickly, one dribble, the three is good off the Hartenstein screen. Timeout, Steve Kerr. It's a Knicks round of Golden State, 108-81 with 10:38 to play.
Coach Tibbs going to ask for a better start to the fourth quarter for him, for his team right now. If they keep this up, he can rest the starters the rest of this game.
They pretty much rested in the fourth quarter. 98.7 ESPN New York Knicks, a 132-94 win over the Warriors. Knicks have won 8 straight, longest active win streak in the NBA. Their longest win streak since April of 2021 when they won 9 straight. For the Knicks, their first home win against the Warriors since 2013. Jalen Brunson, 21-point night, 16 in the first half, en route to the win. He spoke with TNT.
There's no doubt about it. Jalen Brunson, the hottest team in the NBA, winners of 8 in a row, beating the Warriors for the first time in a decade on this floor. Is this everything you dreamed of when you joined the Knicks? This type of atmosphere, these type of wins?
This is great. We're going to keep stacking wins to keep getting better. We got a lot more to do, a lot more to prove. This is only the beginning for us. We got to keep going.
Why has your transition been so smooth?
I'm learning as I'm going. My teammates trust me. The coaching staff trusts me. I trust them. It's just, like I said, we're growing every day. We're getting better every day. We just got to keep fighting. Can't be complacent.
What else do you have to work on?
Everything. Everything. We just can't be complacent at all. We just got to keep grinding, staying focused. I mean, this is only game 31. We just got to have our eyes on the prize.
Knicks continuing to win. They've won 8 straight, and they roll over the Warriors in the game at Madison Square Garden on Tuesday. Warriors 38-point loss, their second largest margin of defeat in a game in which Draymond Green and Klay Thompson played without Steph Curry. On the season, Warriors are 3-15. They lose in New York. They are still in New York. They play the Nets in Brooklyn on Wednesday. ESPN's Kendra Andrews.
Steve Kerr says, look, these aren't must-win games. We're just trying to climb out of our early season struggles, and it just got a lot harder to do so without Steph Curry. But right now, we have a unique and important opportunity for everyone on this roster to self-examine the way that they've been playing, what their role is. And that's really going to help us, Steve said, once Steph does come back and we can make that final push.
Warriors have played 6 games without Steph Curry this season. They've lost 5 of those 6 as he continues to sit out with his shoulder injury. Sports Center all night, ESPN Radio. To the NFL, big matchup this week between the Eagles and the Cowboys. Eagles coach Nick Sirianni confirming Tuesday that quarterback Jalen Hurts does have a sprained right shoulder, but he's not a scratch, technically.
I don't put anything past Jalen Hurts as far as his mental and physical toughness. So there's a chance he could play this week. And so he is one of the toughest guys I know. And he heals fast. He's a freak. His body is not like, pardon me, yours or mine, right? And so I'm shaming myself there a little bit too. His body's not like ours. He heals fast. He came back fast from his injury last year. And I will not rule him out. I will not put a timetable on him. And we'll see. We'll see what happens this week. But both guys he'll be ready to go if he can play this week, and so will Gardner.
Eagles and Cowboys playing in Dallas on Saturday on Christmas Eve. Speaking of quarterbacks, the Eagles were quarterback short at their walkthrough on Tuesday in their preparations for the Cowboys game. Of course, Jalen Hurts still recovering from his injury. Gardner Minshew was speaking at former coach Mike Leach's funeral service in Mississippi, so he wasn't with the team either, as the Eagles now prepare for a matchup with the Cowboys, who coming off that game-ending loss last weekend. Earlier on ESPN Radio, our Jordan Rodon.
Their defense is legit good. They had a bad day. I get it. They probably slacked a little bit. They kind of were cruising for a little while, and then it fell apart there, and the game got wild on them. But are you worried about this Dallas defense falling apart on you? It's the strength of the team. I'm not worried about it. I could brush this Cowboys loss off like it's nothing. I think the division's over. The Cowboys are essentially going to be locked into that 4 seed in the NFC. They're going to get Tampa Bay or whoever wins that NFC South in the first round. Great matchup. That's the team you want to play. right? So they're actually in a good spot. I'm not panicking about the Dallas Cowboys. I think Dak hasn't been great this year, but he's been good enough certainly to win games. I mean, his season and the Cowboys season obviously is going to be decided by how they do what they do in the playoffs and how they perform in the playoffs. But I'm not going to hit the panic button if I'm Dallas right now.
And then there's the matchup this weekend in the NFC East, that Dallas-Philly matchup. Philly has 3 games to go. They're 1 win shy of wrapping up the 1 seed in the NFC. And Jalen Hurts is a question mark. ESPN insider Mike Tannenbaum.
I would not play Jalen Hurts until he's completely healthy. I think we could go ahead and win the division, win home field advantage, because we have a really good team. And the way we've had this we've padded a lead. And let's face it, Dallas has stumbled. So if I'm the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm erring on the side of caution, and I want to have Jalen Hurts play as many meaningful games in January as possible.
But how much concern should there be in Philly? Earlier on, Barton Hahn or Bill Barnwell.
I think they should be concerned for a couple reasons. Number one, they play the Cowboys, and there is that slim chance, not a big chance, but a slim chance that the Cowboys could make a run back in the NFC East. And if the Eagles do go on a losing streak here at the end of the season, they lose the top seed in the NFC, and that is a huge competitive advantage because only the top seed gets that first round bye and home field advantage throughout the entire postseason. And then I think the other concern is that we know Jalen Hurts' style of play. He's smart, he's super talented, he gets better every single year, but he's a physical football player. He's going to put himself at risk to make plays for his football team. And I think the risk of re-aggravating the shoulder injury over the next few weeks and into the postseason is very high.
Eagles, Cowboys in a divisional matchup on Saturday in Dallas. Week 15 gets underway with the Thursday night game between the Jaguars and the Jets in New York. Straight ahead, did the defense almost have a big letdown on Tuesday? That's next. SportsCenter All Night continues at ESPN Radio.
This is Keyshawn Johnson from Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max. Wishing you a happy holiday season from all of us here at ESPN Radio.
This is SportsCenter All Night.
Hi, Sarah. I'm sorry I'm late. The traffic is crazy.
Yeah, it is. And it doesn't help that gas prices have skyrocketed. I can't believe how much it costs for gas now.
Everyone's talking about how much gas is, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app, and I get cash back for every gallon of gas I buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid real cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yeah, real cash every time I buy gas.
What? That sounds like it could really add up.
I've made around $200 already.
Wow, that's serious extra money. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TANK99 for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back in your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TANK99 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus in your first tank. That's code TANK99 for 25 cents per gallon cash back in your first fill-up. Cashback's not available in gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max.
Here's what I would say. Whether Mike White comes back and plays on Thursday or not, or whether Mike White plays at all again this year, Zach Wilson will be in a competition next spring into the summer. If it's Mike White or Baker Mayfield or whoever that's available, he won't walk into training camp as a clear-cut #1 quarterback like he did when they drafted him.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max. Weekday mornings at 8 a.m. on 98.7 ESPN.
It's Don LaGreca here for Ramsey Mazda, where it's all about the experience of driving a new Mazda from Ramsey Mazda. Come in for impressive offers during the Season of Inspiration sales event, like a new 2023 Mazda CX-5 2.5S, just $249 per month. Or save with their inventory of certified pre-owned Mazda models. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda on Route 17 North and RamseyMazda.com. Call 888-885-2891 for lease details. MSRP $27,975. Cost excludes tax, title, and registration. Zero security deposit. VIN number P01555512. Offer ends 1/3/23.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Subscription required.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 90% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/joy. At Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the biggest brands at 90% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but 90% cheaper. It's the same medication you get from your doctor, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/joy. That's 4hims.com/joy for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/JOY.
FC South football from this past year.
That's awful football.
I'll tell you what, that's worse than sitting in a Waffle House for 24 hours trying to eat waffles. At least I don't get Waffle House.
Canty and Carlin, weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio. You can also listen and watch on the ESPN app.
The biggest names, the biggest games. They're all right here. This is 1050 ESPN, New York.
Call in line, Sports Center all night, presented by Dr. Pepper. It ain't college football season without the delicious taste of an ice-cold Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve. Bowl season continuing Tuesday, Toledo and Liberty in Boca. And this was a game where Toledo seemed to be in control.
Penny Boone out of the backfield motions. Finn, quarterback draw, trying to fight his way in, and he does. Touchdown, Toledo. The Rockets extend their lead to 19-7 with 10 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter on the touchdown run by Daquan Finn.
Toledo converting on a 2-point conversion, take a 21-7 lead. Liberty answers with a touchdown, but they miss the PAT, so it's still an 8-point deficit for them. But they get Toledo to punt on their ensuing possession, and then Liberty, back with the ball, strikes again.
Here is Caden Salter. Turns, throws a backward pass. Turning and throwing deep downfield. Wide open is the tight end inside the 15 and down inside the 5. Taking it all the way for the score is Bentley Henshaw. Wow, on the double pass.
That brings them to within 2 at 21-19. They go for 2, but can't convert. Toledo holds on for the 2-point win, 21-19. Toledo's first bowl win since beating Temple in the 2015 Boca Raton Bowl. Liberty, meanwhile, first bowl loss as an FBS program. They're now 3-1. The game was here on ESPN Radio. Chris Carlin had the call for us alongside Rini and Golia. Chris.
Thanks, Jay. And here in Boca Raton, just a tremendous performance by quarterback Daquan Finn of the Toledo Rockets and their running back, Jaquez Stewart, leading the Rockets to a championship in the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. Final score 21-19, Toledo over Liberty. And Rini, that offense moved the football when they needed to, and they were able to put it away after Liberty mounted a comeback.
And as good as Liberty was on defense, just too many plays. I think about 83 total plays when it was all said and done for Toledo. That offensive line wore on them. Jaquez Stewart goes over 100 yards. And Daquan Finn, although numbers weren't like spectacular, managed the game well, made some good throws, made some plays with his feet, and they got it done.
84 total plays, 40 minutes time of possession, and it really was Stewart on the ground, 111 yards on 23 carries, including icing the game, and Daquan Finn was just
what he needed to be. 16 of 24, 133 yards, and a touchdown, and just ran the offense exceptionally well.
Managed the clock perfectly at the end of the game. That offensive line, they were doing a lot of counter. They were pulling their guard and tackle and getting Stewart behind them. So a nice job to wear on Liberty's defensive front and really lean on them and get that push in the run game late.
Meanwhile, you got to credit Liberty. They were down 21-7 in this game. They were not able to mount much offense at all since the midway point of the first quarter. But then in the fourth quarter, they came alive, and they had an opportunity to tie it after a double pass from C.J. Daniels to Bentley Henshaw for a 67-yard touchdown. They just could not convert on that 2-point conversion.
Yeah, and I mean, they were just kind of anemic early, and, you know, as the saying goes, a little too late for them to come back in this one. But, you know, Caden Salter, the young quarterback, no doubt he's the future of Liberty. Jamie Chadwell comes from Coastal Carolina, takes over this program, runs kind of a triple option where he'll throw it out of there. I think Caden Salter fits that well. The defense of Liberty, everything we thought they were going to be with the tackles for losses, very aggressive getting after. But you love that the team did not quit right to the finish, gave themselves a chance at the end.
Liberty finishes their season at 8-5. Meanwhile, Toledo, a MAC championship in addition to a bowl championship. They finished their year 9-5. Once again, our final score 21-19. Toledo over Liberty to claim the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl championship here at FAU Stadium. For Rini and Golia, I'm Chris Carlin right here on the exclusive home of the College Football Playoff, ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. Let's go back to Jay Reynolds in the studio.
All right, Chris, and Liberty finishes the season on a 4-game losing streak after starting 8-1 at the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. Eastern Michigan, a 41-27 win over San Jose State. ESPN Radio, as you covered for bowl game action. Tune in tonight, the R+L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. Coverage begins at 8:30 Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. Sports Center all night. The San Francisco Giants were supposed to officially introduce Carlos Correa Tuesday. That's what folks were expecting, at least, but that wound up being postponed after a medical concern arose during his physical. In New York, Justin Verlander, introduced by the Mets.
You know, I took a leap of faith, and here we are a few weeks later, and I think that leap of faith has paid off, and the surrounding cast, the players that this organization has brought in are nothing short of incredible, and I cannot wait to be part of something amazing and hopefully be a small piece of making that vision that Billy and Steve and Alex have for this organization, which is to be a championship caliber ball club and hopefully win it all.
3-time Cy Young Award winner joining former Detroit teammate Max Scherzer atop the rotation. He effectively replaces Jacob deGrom. deGrom left New York and went to Texas. Straight ahead, how chilly will Week 15 be? That's next. Sports Center all night continues. It's ESPN Radio.
Hey, it's Greeny, and it remains... CSX, a growing Fortune 500 logistics company, has immediate openings for freight train conductors. If you're looking for a rewarding career offering paid training at nearly $25 per hour, competitive benefits, and you share a passion for great service, apply today at csx.com/careers. That's csx.com/careers. CSX, committed to supporting military and veteran families and their communities. CSX is an equal opportunity employer.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. Thinking about gas mileage? If you're checking